Tourism, transport and communication. Clean, white sand beaches attract beautiful islands, orchids, deep, dense forest of Amazon. Various birds and animals attract lot of international tourists here. The new capital city of Brasilia is also a tourist attraction. Rio and Sao Paulo are large cities which attract lot of tourists. Tourism is an important economic activity in several regions in the country. Sensitivity of the natural resources in Brazil. Ecotourism is developed at faster rate in Brazil. Geographical explanation. As shown in the figure, the number of international tourists visiting India in 2015 is more than that of the Brazil. Even though this is true, the share of tourism sectors in the GDP is less than of Brazil. Apart from this, the proportion of Indian population engaged in the tourism higher than Brazil, primarily depend upon the size of the population of those countries and the size of the GDP. Brazil transport. Geographical explanation. The most common method of transportation is roadways account for more than half of transportation system in the country. But the density of roads network is concentrated in the eastern part of the country. The forested lands of Amazon River's basin and the swampy lands have limited the development of roadways in this part. Waterways have been developed on the commercial basis in the Amazon rivers. Boats play. From Iquitos in Peru to the mouth of the river, the longest waterway in the world, these waterways, around 3,700 km. Another river important for waterways is the south-flowing Parana River. Coastal shipping is also carried out in the coastal areas. Railways have not developed very well in Brazil. The use of trains for long-distance transportation of passengers is restricted to a few urban tourist routes, that is, it's cheaper. The contribution of airways is less in the transportation system of the country. India. It is seen that the number of international tourism in India is constantly growing, but this increases appears to be more after 2010. This increases in the number of international tourists is consistent. Foreign tourists visit India for heritage, adventure, cultural, health and business tourism. Ecotourism is also being given boost in India. Considering the heritage of India, there are plenty of opportunities for tourism in India, many parts of the country. Communication in Brazil. Geographical explanation. You will find that because of the vast longitudinal extent of the country, the difference between two extreme points is around 168 minutes, 2 hours 48 minutes. There are different time zones in the country. Brazil has 4 time zones. It is behind the GMT by 2, 3, 4 or 5 hours. The red line in the map shows the GMT. Industry includes landlines as well as mobile services, television broadcasting, radio broadcasting and computer, internet access. Today more than 45% of the Brazilian population has access to the internet. Over recent years, mobile telephones have led the rapid expansion of the telecommunication service in Brazil. The nature of Brazilian territory, especially land, mass, size and the large pockets of unpopulated and densely vegetated areas create significant impediments to expansion in coverage of telecommunication services.